with another episode of the TrakWolf Godcast. I'm your boy TrakBeatz. We got my motherfucking brother Cheno Bliss in the building with us as always. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all tap in the Vinegar Hill. You know what I'm saying? Show some love and support. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of dope content over there. We also got a special guest out here with us today, you know what I'm saying? Very dope entrepreneur, good brother, man. Do a lot for the community and the kids, man. We got Devin Gentry in the building with us today. How y'all doing? Good, man. Yeah, we getting busy. As you can see, you know what I'm saying, bro brought the merch through. You
appreciate you inviting me through, man. Definitely good. Glad to be here.
Definitely appreciate you pulling up. We'll have the links below too for the tops and the merch, you know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all tap in and get busy, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, how you get your whole concept started with the Get Busy thing?
Okay. As far as Get Busy go, it's something I was thinking about all throughout college. And something I was like, I gotta put in motion. And I've always had the blueprint, always had the plan. And I had that for years. But to put it in motion, it took me a while to do that. But I got it off the ground and got the idea just from serving people, helping people out, serving the youth. And I was like, how can I do that? And I thought about different ways. So the whole concept is bridging the knowledge gap from the past to the present. And with every intention of leading the youth into the future. That's the mission statement for Get Busy. And I try to do that in so many different ways. So one way was to do mentoring, be there for underprivileged or youth who need somebody or have somebody but need someone else in their life. Just to talk to, just to be there. And that's one way. And then the other way would have been tutoring, helping them out with their work for an hour, just helping them out. And it ain't about the tutoring, it's more so about relationship building. Tutoring gonna be there. And then the other part was training, basketball training. And reason why basketball, because if you know me, I play basketball. That was one thing. I love it.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so I played at the high. When I say the high, I say CHS, of course. And I done played at PCBA, and I didn't play in college, but anyway, it's a passion for me. It's something that I love. So training kids in basketball, and it's developed me to who I am. And everybody always say ball is life, but for me, it really is. It's transitioned from into life so many different ways, and I wanted to give back to kids in that way. So that's where I get the concept from. And it's evolved into so many other things, as you can see. I mean,
we getting busy out here.
Yeah,
that's dope.
So like, to me, it seems like you got values from basketball. You may have learned values through basketball that helped you get through life, and that's probably why you want to use it to teach these other kids. What's some things that you got from that?
Okay.
Because you was cold. You probably still is cold. You was cold.
Hey, first of all, I appreciate that.
Fire y'all at the court.
Because I gotta be honest with you, man. I appreciate you saying that, because I don't get that a lot. And I ain't saying that I'm looking for it, but I'm not an offensive guy. I play defense, so defense don't really get the recognition of offense. But I appreciate that.
I feel that too.
From guarding you and playing with you, you do both very well.
No, it's funny you say that. Because I consider myself a defensive guy because I can't play offense like you. So when you say that, I'm just like, oh damn, you a defensive guy?
I evolved, high school I was defense. Once I got out of there, that's when I developed my shot. But the things that I got from that was leadership. Leadership is one, because no matter what your level of talent is in basketball, what your level is in life, you can be a leader. It doesn't matter, Anybody can follow, but you can be a leader, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter what your situation is, you can always find your own path. So that's one thing. And then the other part was relationship and communication. Because there's been coaches where you'll have, and then, you have an argument with them, and then later on down the line you see them, you ain't know you was going to see them. And that can happen in life so many ways. And that's what I'm trying to tell these kids, you know what I'm saying? But we don't see that as people sometimes, and we gotta pay attention to that. Hope that's answering your question, but and then just letting them know to apply everything that you learn from someone in whatever way. You might not take it during that day, you might not take it during that week, but take what you hear and what you get from people and utilize it whenever that applies to you. Because that's kind of what I've done. So I'm giving it back to them in that way. So
I agree.
That's pretty dope. I know I played sports my whole life, so like I know one thing that I learned from sports was definitely how to play as a team. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Life
There
is
you go.
about playing as a team, but
There you go.
you have to know who your competition is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody isn't your competition. Sometimes these people around you be on your team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
That's
how many
what's
times you play basketball and somebody throw you a no-look bullet pass, like,
Yeah.
and get mad at you because you ain't catch it?
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You
It's
threw a bullet though, dude. Come on.
yeah.
Yeah.
But y'all in the same team, so y'all have to get past that
Right.
play and keep balling. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said teamwork, man. Like teamwork.
Yeah.
That's a word that I think that everyone around this area need to start like
utilizing
so much more, man. Like so much more get done, and we will be so much better as overall people. And you know, everybody just wanna. I ain't gonna say do their own thing, but we get to the point where we get frustrated. You know what? I don't know what type of team I'm gonna be on or what type of players I'm gonna have.
Everybody want to do their own thing.
Player, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as far as teamwork, again, I'm related to BCBA with the outlaw team that I played with. Man, I could tell you like a whole movie about that season with those guys.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy sometimes. Like it was guys. I ain't gonna get into that, but anyway.
Yeah.
The point I'm trying to make is it was so many different characters. It was so many different people that had so many different things going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But as a team, when we got on that court, when we played basketball, we kept it together, and everybody was held accountable. And that side of teamwork needs to be transitioned over into life.
Yeah.
Like you building your podcast. I'm doing my Get Busy entrepreneur thing. So many other people are, but you can start with that, but you're gonna need some help at some point. So you gotta get some good guys, some good people on your team to make a good team. So
and you can't let one missed shot fault the whole game, you know what I'm saying, or fault your whole relationship. And that's what a lot of us lean on. Is like, if you fuck up in the first quarter, it's like, damn, you trying to make up to the damn game is over. Like, damn, you done already made 3 shots since, but you still feel like that weight is on you for that one shot.
Right. Mm-hmm. Another thing I wanted to touch on is what you just said is delayed gratification and instant gratification.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand the two, and we always want the instant. We want what we want now. We want what we want, and what we want we getting.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how mentalities are sometimes. And we need to look at it down the line as delayed, like
it is.
And you got to look at it like that. Anything worth having is worth working for.
Yeah.
But we want it now, so it's like how much the value is. So think about those two things, and that's kind of got me where I'm at as well. Just thinking the long term, having the long term effect.
Yes. That's what pushed me to be in my spaces. Long term, when you experience enough short terms and realize they don't hold as much weight, you can get the short terms, but they're not gonna hold the same kind of weight as if you trying to manifest something heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like with some value or some substance to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I try to focus and lean on too. You know what I'm saying? Like we bigger than just these bodies. So when we gone, the names, the spirit, the energy is still gonna be passed out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, rest in peace, Buck. We still can talk about Buck. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace, Buck Nasty, man.
Physical body gone, but his energy.
Everybody lost, Buck,
he touched a lot of people too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you on that. What you had just said about we bigger than these bodies. We definitely are. And it's about leaving a legacy and making a place better than how you found it. Yeah. And I always try to tell people, this was told to me. There's a you're born, and then there's a dash, and then there's the day you die. The date you die on your tombstone. So in between both of those dates, that's that dash. That's you living, that's you learning, that's you doing this, that's you doing this. Like right now, all of us having this conversation. I'm gonna be in your dash, you gonna be in my dash. We done cross paths, we done broke bread, we done discuss some things, we respect and we politicking. So we gonna be in each other's dash. So that's how I think about things like that.
Yo, that's a dope perspective. Cause I try not to get to the tombstones.
No, I ain't mean to go
But when you do have, but that is a thing. So when you get to the tombstones, it's that is like, if you have to paint a picture, that's a pretty clear picture. If you don't understand, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So how did you learn how to communicate so well? You know what I'm saying? Hey
man, it's been a long haul of learning how to do that. I'm still learning. Because I've had some times where I'm too honest sometimes. So scaling that back sometimes, and just, you know.
Too honest, or just figuring out another way to formulate it?
That's what I need to do, you know.
Because I have that same, you know what I mean? Issue too.
I'm sure we all. You got that too, right? Like,
yes, of course.
you know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna
very blunt, very thorough. Yeah.
I guess it's because of, you know, over time you meet and see so many different people. So you communicate, you observe, you around them, you see, you mimic, you watch. When I say mimic, I'm speaking of when I was in college, watching professors doing their thing, how they move, how they handle things. Basketball coaches, watching.
Or if you're around friends, you kind of mimic your friends. If they got a
yeah.
phone, you might want the same app they got or something. But
what I mean by mimic is in the sense of when you say communication, I'm trying to get to the point where I don't have to like show on my face how I feel, and that's hard for me, and I can admit that as a man. Yeah. Now it doesn't happen all the time, but that's when we was talking about basketball, you get the emotion that come out. So in a level up on the sense of mimicking a coach, where I can see a coach handle a situation on the court where he's so upset, but he's keeping that poker face and handling business. I want to get to that level and like where I can handle things like that. And there's no book to how to do it. You know, we just keep learning, keep experiencing, keep getting busy.
So like as you're sitting here like talking about teamwork and the values that it has taught you, I was a person that came up isolated.
Yeah.
So like a lot of my knowledge is based on self. You know what I mean? So what I've come to see works for me is lead by example. That's the best way that I can bring my community together for me. For you, someone who works on teams, like what do you see? Like, because we said this area here can be better at it. You know?
That's a good question. Because there's two ways to look at that. I say the first part I'm gonna address is the first part. I'm gonna take it just as you said, lead by example. And I give you the example of when I was in high school. I played basketball and football. So I was playing football, and as seniors we got to do like a little in the back of the book, our profiles or whatnot, because we were seniors. That asked us who we look up to. And on mine, I said I'm not looking up to no one right now. All my friends said their parents. I said I'm not looking up to anyone. I'm trying to make my own path so someone can look up to me. And I said that in high school. And look at me now. You know what I'm saying? So lead by example. That's one way to look at it. But as far as helping and getting everybody on the same page here, I think it's going to come down to having some controversial conversations. Sitting down and just having conversations. When you can get to that point, I think that's the only way things going to get done. You got to talk to people. And a lot of people not open to... Maybe they are open to talk, but they're not open to change. I think that'll and I can be guilty of that too. So
that'll be nice. That'll be nice, but I feel like in order for that to happen, people got to start sitting down and learning self. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't want to go sit down and talk to a cardboard box. You know what I'm saying? Like god damn, I know how you get boxed when you get wet. Like damn, you don't hold nothing. Like
that's funny.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like the conversation to be cool, but we have to have everybody working on self at the same time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the more everybody working on self, the more those conversations would make sense.
Mm-hmm. And it's the reason I even brought that up was I was hoping to get all of our perspective on it, because that's exactly I went through a knowledge for self.
Yeah.
Then I came out here and I'm able to speak to people because I've looked at so many different perspectives and put myself in people's shoes so many different times that I have a decent idea on how to communicate with. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I'm ready to have those conversations, but like you said, a lot of people still have to work on that self part.
I like that we even saying self, because I want to go a little bit more in depth on that. Self, I preach self-awareness, self-identification. Mm-hmm. When you can understand who you are as a person. Like I know, for me, sometimes I know I don't like just nonsense. It irks me. You know what I mean? Just like I'll give you an example. Kid in class, he just keep tapping. That irks me.
Unnecessary.
You know, it's unnecessary. So me being aware of that, I'm not gonna go put myself in a position where I gotta even react to something like that.
Exactly.
So be aware of that.
Exactly.
Self-identified, you know who you are. Like I got enough confidence in myself to do or wear or be however I want.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And some people that have that, a lot of people are uncomfortable when they're in the presence of someone that has that. So
yeah.
Or people who are comfortable with themselves make people who aren't comfortable with themselves even more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
almost like they want to get away from you kind of situations. But like, yeah, you just got to dive deep and work on yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you're angry at that person, it's just because you got to dive a little deeper on yourself. And I know the hardest part is all the backwards training, but we got to start from somewhere.
But
you know what I'm saying?
When you say self, though, self has to be a lot, you know.
Yeah.
You got to take care of your mental, you know, your physical. You got to eat, you got to sleep. It's a lot that goes into self. You got to write down things, got to journal. I ain't saying you have to, but it helps. And also read, you know.
Yeah,
I think
being self-aware all around, because we could say we're working on ourselves, but sometimes when people say that, and I know when I used to be in another space, you would think that you have to be in your own space, but you can work on yourself around people. You know what I'm saying? I work on self when I have conversations with my bro right here. You know what I'm saying?
Likewise.
And that gave me another perspective as far as that's just always being aware and acknowledging, you know what I'm saying, the now.
And to be clear, Trak and I work on ourselves every waking moment that we are consciously aware of being able to.
Yeah.
Not just when we having conversations or when we like, oh, I need to work on myself. It's a continuous thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Continuous. So, what got you to that space to be able to, you know, start looking at yourself and self-reflecting?
Be honest with you, man, trials and tribulations. When you go through stuff, that's when you find out, you know, who you are, and you find out, honestly, who other people are as well. So going through things, experiences is the best teacher if you learn from it, if you ask me. Going through a lot of different things that had made me adjust some of my, you know, attitude or views on different things and outlooks, because I was so, you know, I guess we all had this mentality a while ago when we were younger. I don't care. And it's like it's like you can't keep saying you don't care. What you gonna do then?
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? You better start caring. So I had to start caring. Almost to a fault sometimes. You know, I care too much sometimes, and I can, like I said, I can admit that I don't care. I'm a man, but that's kind of where it comes from, man. Just not caring.
Real. In my book, real men always seem to have that issue with the way society is set up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we lead with open arms, but we still stand on our principles and morals and values.
Right.
So then you got people who are manipulative. They'll try to take advantage of it and look at it as it's something else. You know what I'm saying? But nah, that shit get all over here.
That's exactly what you just said. It was a huge part of why I reclused to myself when I was about 13, 14. Because it was like, yo, y'all, I feel like y'all look at me a certain way because I'm kind. And we supposed to be cool, we supposed to be family, so it's no point of even dealing with you because either way I'm getting burnt.
Right.
Yeah.
Whether I'm upset or whether I'm nice, you know, whether I give in or whether I don't. Like,
that's a good point, man.
Yeah.
Like I look back at like when we keep talking about self, man, I look back at relationships or people that I've had in my life when I was even in high school, younger, just growing up with people, thinking about hanging out with them and going places, and it's like you see yourself in those situations and the people will be, you know, who they are, and they got the so-called spotlight or whatnot, and you just you just there, you know, you do your thing.
Like a shadow.
But then you look at it and you flip it. What if you was just, you know, doing your thing and you being the spotlight? How would the tables turn in that situation?
Yeah, nah.
So
we supposed to be together.
You relate
when
that?
you in the spotlight, when I'm in the spotlight, we all supposed to be a team.
Right.
But when somebody else is in the spotlight, it's their spotlight.
Let them have it.
No, that's how it's treated.
Yeah.
Fuck, let them have it. I want to be in your spotlight too. You be hopping in mine,
right?
Like, and I want you in mine because you my homeboy or you my people. So
but
I'm confused.
But don't try to like. Don't try to stop my shine.
You
know what I'm saying? Just because we all here. Don't try to say or do things to stop my, not even shine, just my presence of being here. You know what I mean?
And trying to dim my light.
Right.
Exactly.
Don't dim my light.
Just, you know, just reflecting. You think, and there's been times where you think like situations, your light has always, someone or something has always tried to dim it, and you just realizing that like in this, you know, now, and it's like you look back. So
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Right?
Exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
You see, I'm over here trying. I'm like, yeah, no,
I'm
cool.
trying, you know,
Bruh, I
make
wouldn't
it-
be in this position if I wasn't fighting through all these trials and tribulations. Like
But-
people just putting obstacles in the way on purpose. You know what I'm saying? To see if I'm a trip or fall, or to make things a little bit harder. Like
Yeah.
instead of like when I'm up, like instead of being there and supportive, you more all soft. Like, oh, good job. Like trying to go hide away somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, but want to rub it in when somebody down. But I realize, even being in the space I'm in now, like these people got a lot of growing to do.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't even fault myself anymore. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
when I have to experience that energy, I realize, okay, this is what level this person is on in the growth pattern in life. You know what I'm saying? So this is where I'm meeting them at. So I just only can judge it from right here.
I like the point that you made about being kind, bro. Like people take you being nice or kind. Like I ain't even gonna say it, take it for weakness. Some people don't know how to take it,
That's
so
fair.
they just
Take
they,
advantage.
They just do whatever, like,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
think that just because you a nice person, or you got some sense, or your parents raised you a certain way, or you got morals and you try to live by, that you an alien, like you different, like you foreign. And like you said, 13, 14, I realized I know I was different.
Yeah.
I knew I was, but still, I didn't know how to handle it. But
Yeah.
I just think, you know, we gotta think about that, man. Like we gotta think about that.
Everybody that come through the Godcast be in that space, just in their own experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like all of us, everybody. It's with the universe. We work in the invisible world. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit you don't see, the metaphysical.
Yeah, metaphysical.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We know that's where it's stronger at. So even if you taking this a little bit, you know what I'm saying, you want to take advantage of a ride or some other stuff here or there, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit is nothing
Right.
to the grand scheme of things, you know what I'm saying? That's why you can't dim these lights. But on that note, we're going to slide to this break and we're going to cut back to y'all. So we